Hello, and I want to personally welcome you to Next Level Academy. My name is Kimberly. I am owner and CEO of this company. I want to first congratulate you for making an investment in yourself in hopes of gaining an understanding of how this whole industry works. My goal throughout this course is to take my 10 years of experience and provide you with as much knowledge as I possibly can in order for you to take this industry by storm and dominate it. And hopefully make learning a little fun as we go. So before we get started, guys, I want you to be sure to have a notepad and pen or pencils so you can take lots of notes throughout this course, okay? Trust me, this is a lot of information, and note-taking is going to help you better retain it and help you out when we take the final exam, okay? So without further ado, let's jump into the first chapter, which is what is a dispatcher and what is a broker. So let's go. So first, let's talk about exactly what a dispatcher is. Okay, dispatchers play a vital role in helping drivers make money. Their job is to find and secure loads for their drivers to pick up and deliver. This is done via brokers and/or shippers. Okay, so dispatchers have the responsibility of keeping their drivers loaded and rolling at all times, okay, by moving freight for shippers. However, building a network of shippers to keep your drivers booked and busy, while not impossible, does take a lot of time to do. So this is where freight brokers come into play. Now, a freight broker is a middleman between shippers and carriers. Freight brokers build relationships with shippers in order to help them move their freight. They then work with carriers. They work directly with carriers to have the freight transported. Okay, so this is where they come into play. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know what a shipper is, but just in case, let's go ahead and define that as well to help us bring it all together. So, a shipper is a person or a company that sends or transports goods by sea, land, or air. Okay? So now that we have an understanding of what each of these entities are, let's now talk about how both these individuals make money. Okay? Now, let's say shipper has a load that he needs transported, okay? That shipper would reach out to the broker to notify him of the load and then lets him know how much the load is paying. Now, at this point, the broker attempts to find a carrier for the load. Okay, and they do this by reaching out either to their network of carriers or by utilizing what is called a load board, okay, which you will learn about later in this course. Okay, now pay attention. Once a dispatcher sees the available load on the load board, they will then call the broker to book that load for their driver. Okay? Now, a broker makes money by keeping some of the funds that the shipper is going to pay for the load, okay? And he gives the remaining amount to the dispatcher that is taking that load on behalf of the carrier. So in this example, let's say a dispatcher sees this load on a load board and calls the broker to book this load for their driver. Instead of the broker paying the dispatcher and the carrier $3,400, he is going to pay them $3,000. Okay? So the broker has just been made a $400 profit on this load. So this is how freight brokers make money. Now, let's talk about how dispatchers make money. Typically, dispatchers charge anywhere from 5 to 10% for their services, and that's 5 to 10% each load. Okay? The percentage is typically dependent upon how many services they are offering to the carrier. Now, don't worry, these services are covered in the course, so I got you covered, okay? Some dispatch companies also opt to charge a flat rate for their services, which can range anywhere from around $150 to maybe, I would say, upwards of $300 a week per truck, okay? Now, in this example, we'll assume that they are charging a percentage for each load, because this is typically the way that dispatchers go about making money, okay? So, let's say this dispatcher has agreed to take this load from the broker, okay? They're going to be looking at somewhere between a 5 to 10% profit margin, which would be between $150 to $300 for this load, okay? So, this is how dispatchers earn their money. Now, let's move along and talk a little more about freight brokers. Now, being a broker can be a very lucrative career. However, getting to a point where you're generating good income does take time, okay? And it can take lots of time. And this can be a bit of a frustrating process. First off, there is a lot of cold calling involved, okay? Your goal as a broker is to earn the business of shippers and convince them to let you move their freight, because you can't make any money as a broker if you don't have any freight to move. So now we have the task of building what is called a book of business, which means a group of shippers that have agreed to work with you, okay? Now, my job is to give you a clear and realistic expectation of the amount of time and work that is needed in order to accomplish this. So, when you are cold calling shippers, guys, you can expect maybe one potential lead out of every 10 to 15 prospects that you reach out to, okay? And that can be a frustrating thing. Now, while frustrating, it is certainly not impossible to do, okay? And this training course is designed to give you the tools you need, along with all the tips and tricks in the trade, to be successful at this. And with a little hard work and consistency, you can expect to start seeing profit as a broker in as little as 6 to 9 months, okay? That is a realistic outlook in what it takes to become a successful broker. So the question now becomes, what do you do to support yourself financially while putting all this time and all this effort into becoming a successful broker? Okay, we all have families to take care of, bills, all of that, and unless you have financial help, 6 to 9 months is a bit of time, actually quite a long time to wait to start earning revenue. So what do? Well, if you opt to take part in our direct hire program, don't worry, we've got you covered. Now, all broker agents with Nextlevel Logistics will have access to what is called our in-house accounts, okay? These are shippers we're contracted with that you will be able to broker loads for while you start the process of finding shippers of your own. Our in-house accounts give our broker agents an opportunity to start earning money instantly while taking time to build your book of business. Okay? So that is included in our direct hire program. You will have the opportunity to use our in-house shippers and broker loads for them to start putting money in your pocket from day one. Last but not least, as a bonus for purchasing our course, you will have access to our list of over 100,000 direct shippers in this country for you to solicit. Yes, you heard me correctly. That is 100,000 direct shippers on our list, okay, that we are giving to you as a bonus for purchasing this course. Now, let's talk a little about dispatching. So, being a dispatcher is another lucrative and rewarding career. However, if you plan on creating your own dispatch company, it will definitely take time for you to find carriers to contract with. So, one of the benefits of our direct hire program is being able to book loads for our contracted carriers. Currently, we are contracted with 3 entities, that would be 3 carrier companies, and combined, they make up for a little over 12,000 drivers that we are able to dispatch for on a daily basis. Okay, so that is definitely one of the biggest benefits of taking part in our direct hire program. Next, it allows you to learn the business while you are making money. Okay, so not only are you getting this hands-on experience and learning, you're putting money in your pocket while you do so. Okay, last but not least, it allows you to build your book of business while you're making money. So, if you have plans to one day start your own dispatch company, you can be soliciting carriers, growing your dispatch company while you are making money with ours. Okay? So that's a great thing. That's a wonderful thing, right? So, before we move forward with the course, I kind of want to provide a brief overview of the benefits of Nextlevel Academy's dispatch and freight broker training course in our direct hire program. Okay? So, first, this gives you an opportunity to learn 1 to 2 skills depending on which course you purchase or which package you purchase, that will give you financial independence as an entrepreneur, which is what we all want, right? So it's a wonderful thing. Second, this gives you an opportunity to practice your newly acquired skill or skills with a legitimate company. The difference, guys, between this course and others is this is not just something we teach. This is something we do on a daily basis, okay? So why not gain knowledge from a company that is actually hands-on in this industry, right? It only makes sense to do. And last but not least, this gives you an opportunity to make money while you do so. I ask you, what company is going to provide you with an opportunity to learn multiple skills in an industry that has made it so hard to get your foot in the door, okay? Come on board with the company to practice the skills and pay you to do so, okay? So think about that. Last but not least, I get asked this question all the time. If I take this course and complete it, am I guaranteed direct hire? The answer is yes. No matter what, no matter who you are, what your background, doesn't matter. Upon completion of this course, you are guaranteed direct hire with our company, Nextlevel Logistics. Okay, guys? So with that, it's time to dive into the course. I want to thank you for your time, and we will see you in the next chapter.